G-Grieve, Jim Artasha from Walter Go May. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you're all doing well. Aye, so welcome to tonight's show. We are, well, where do we start tonight? War in Iran. How does that affect Ireland? Will we see a huge influx now of Iranian refugees? We have to talk about that, what it means for Ireland, and the broader picture. We will talk about what is going on in Ireland, talk about some of the incidences or some of the interviews that I've had on the streets of Donegal this past week or so. So welcome to the show, everybody. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, I believe. If you like this top, the official Shield na HÉireann Gaelic jersey, you can get it in our shop. Delivered, dispatched worldwide. Link is in the bio. No matter where you're watching, you can get it delivered to your front door. So way to go. Look, we are live on all them platforms. So look, let's go over to YouTube quickly to see how everyone's doing. And also let me know in the live chat where you're all from. Kevin Collins, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Unicorn Wings, what about you? Amelia. Hello from Canada. I saw your recent short video, and yes, I think the Irish diaspora would return home if they were given the help these foreigners get. Yes, we'll be discussing that as well. Price fuel next week and food next week after that. Yep, probably going to go up. I think, Iran controls like 25% of the oil in the whole world, the supply. So, and that's been cut off now. Sending in love and prayers of supplications for release of justice for the Irish people, North and South. Okay, thanks very much for that. I'm going to go over the Facebook really quickly to see how everyone's doing. World War III is on the way, says Evita. Yes, looks like it. Let me see what else is people saying. What about the farmers? Yeah, what about the farmers? I talk about the farmers all the time. Go to all the protests. Both trash nations that have nothing to do with Ireland. Yeah, but will we see a large influx of Iranian migrants coming into Ireland? So, it will be affecting Ireland whether you like it or not. Eileen says she is from Donegal. Laurie says she is from Florida. Israel first, no Israel, no Palestine. Yep, Ireland comes first, 100%. Donaf, good to see you. Tuning in from Boston, I'm assuming, by way of Clonmany. Ireland is first, yes. Yes. 100%. Hello from America, God bless Ireland, says Paul. Good man, thanks very much, Paul. So we're going to say a large prayer as Gaeilge, and then we'll talk about what's happening. Alright, so please join us. Daniel, na hargus effect or spirit neve, amen. Arnyahar retar now, go nie for Daniel, go dagde the rate. Go nyanter the holland talif mar yanter now. Nar na hul tur doen you, agus might doen our fecta, mar a whitehamage dar vect in a feen, act the lection a gahu, ac seer shina olk, amen. Daniel, na hargus effect or spirit neve, amen. Okay, everybody, welcome to tonight's show. How are we all doing? So, I suppose we'll start off with the show. Last year, we were doing Irish language lessons, and we're contemplating on bringing them back up again. We've got a bit of experience running lessons now. Maybe do like a 10-week course if people are interested in it. The last lessons were quite good, actually. The Irish language is very, very difficult. Bimig Stadger Gaeilge Ahan La. Like, I'm studying the Irish language every single day. Tashi and Jacker is very difficult, but to me, Jigrasa, I'm dedicated. Tashi and Jacker. It is difficult, but no, like a lot of my I do try to speak a lot of it, but a lot of broken Irish, but it's better broken Irish than no Irish at all. So look, let me know in the live chat if you're interested in maybe a 10-week course. We have an Irish language teacher who's willing to do it. It's a lot of work behind the scenes, but I think um, uh, you know, the Tashi Tavakti, it's very important. Um, as Gaeilge, we need to preserve our Irish identity. I think it's essential, really, to be able to speak it. And I've been thinking about this. People are preaching about assimilation. Well, assimilation is annihilation. Why would you want to assimilate with a load of Africans? No, it's not. We want to separate. I see a lot of people like the patriots, the Irish nationalists, talking about, oh, well, these people don't assimilate. Well, would you really want to assimilate with these people? Why would you want to assimilate with them? So we're thinking about doing that, but no, you have to have the interest in it as well. Andrew Collins says, God bless, lad. Thank you very much, Andrew. When you're president, you plan on bringing back the Irish diaspora. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to be president, but I do think that if we do need Irish workers, and we do have a low birth rate, and we should address the low birth rate by increasing the birth rate, by incentivizing young families to have children like they do in Hungary, for example. We can learn from them. And encouraging the Irish diaspora to come home. The Irish regime, they fork out billions and billions, if not trillions, of euro, the Irish taxpayers' money, at housing these fake refugees from all over the world. They get put up in the best quality accommodation, free food. When I say free, I mean, no, the Irish taxpayer is funding it. So taxpayer-funded accommodation, food, transportation, you name it, they get it at behest of the Irish taxpayer. So why can't we do this for the Irish diaspora? Like you see what the Israelis do for the Jews in America, the right to return. Now, I'm no fan of the Israelis or, what's going on in the Middle East, but they've got a right to return. American Jews have got an all-paid expenses trip to Israel to encourage them to move to Israel. And the American taxpayer pays for it. I think we should have something similar in Ireland. I never hear anybody or any politician talking about this, the right to return. They were always told we need immigrants, we need immigrants, we need immigrants. Well, there's millions of immigrants all over Ireland that we should have an application system to bring them home. And ideally, we want young people, particularly young women. They're the most I would have the least barrier of entry for them. If you're young and you're wanting to have children, you come in. You come. And I would do maybe a DNA test. I don't know what percentage. This needs to be talked about, but that's you need to be ethnically Irish. Maybe not 100% Irish, but maybe over 50%. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this, but something like that. You have to have Irish blood. Put them up in accommodation, give them the encouragement to have children. In Ireland, people used to have 20 children. We can return to them days if there's the political will, if there's the incentivization. We need to resurrect our Irish language. There needs to be a huge national drive, a radical drive to reintroduce the Irish language. It should have been done when the Free State was created in 1922. I hate to talk about the Israelis and the Jews again, but like the majority of Israelis, when the creation of the state of the so-called State of Israel, and it was 1948, most of them didn't speak Hebrew, but they had a radical introduction of the language, of the Hebrew language. They all speak Hebrew now. It can happen if there's the political will, but no, the Irish regime, they're self-loathing. They hate everything to do with being Irish, and they would never want to bring back our old traditions, our old ways. So I. Most Americans are a complete mix, so yes, they are indeed. Um, and then maybe Irish Americans that have a lot of money if they want to come over. There have to be a very thorough, thought out process. Like we have a lot of ethnic Irish in Australia alone, who are born here. They should be encouraged to come home. I would say they nearly get preferential treatment. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. You tell me in the live chat what you think. Like I'm an ethno nationalist. I believe the Irish race comes first. I don't think an African or a Nigerian, with Nigerian blood, and if he gets an Irish passport, he's Irish. Nonsense. Even if he can speak the Irish language, and if he can do the river dance, and if he can recite Irish poetry, it doesn't mean he's Irish. Yes, Catholic families need to produce like our ancestors. Absolutely. Sam says, "Good evening, Niall from the Daisy. It is good to hear you're considering back the Irish language courses. It will be interested, I think, as an Irish patriot, I should learn a native language. Absolutely, every Irish nationalist should be learning the Irish language. I think Ireland has gone too far. I think we've lost the love of our country. I don't know. You always have to have hope. Something, but what does someone say about family tree? I missed that there. DNA testing is not going to help. Ancestry and ancestral tree is the answer. Well, maybe. Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that my answer is perfect. Absolutely not. I'm just thinking outside or top of my head here. Yeah. So look, anyway, enough of me yapping tonight, right? So what do you still think is going to happen now with this war in Iran? I don't really care what's going on in the Middle East, to be quite honest with you. It doesn't really bother me. But what does bother me is the massive influx of refugees that's going to come because of this. We see it happening, with the war in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, and we're just going to see millions and millions of these migrants coming into Iran or into Ireland now, into Europe. Like seeing what all these Palestinians, I don't even think they're Palestinians. I think they're bogus. I don't even think they're Palestinian themselves. I think they just are pretending to be Palestinian. Every other person I meet on the street in Letterkenny, where are you from? I'm Palestinian. Really? I don't freaking believe you for 1 second. Someone says there, Kylie says, as an Irish woman, I really don't think it's possible to have a big family these days. All very well saying we need to have more babies, but I don't want to raise kids. Struggle. Well, see that's just, I hear this so much. I think it's a massive cop out. 100 years ago, what did the Irish have? What was the average? I don't know. Maybe we didn't have the birth rates 100 years ago, but it was high. It was high. How did a man and woman that had absolutely nothing, lived in severe poverty, raise 15 children? No, it is a cop out. No harm to us. Yes, it might be difficult raising children, but our race is dying here. We need to have children, and this financial excuse that I see all the time, it isn't. You know what I mean? It just doesn't cut the grass. So I know I saw some people there talking about that in the live chat. Financially, it's not. I agree with it. Women should be paid and incentivized to have children. That would, of course, help the matters, and that's what they're doing in Hungary. They're incentivizing young families to have children, and the more children you have, the more money you get, and they should be given proper housing, healthcare, all that. Of course, I agree 100%. But if you're actively stalling on having children because of financial reasons, if you're like a married couple and you're saying we can't afford to have a child, well, come on, you need to have children. So I look, that's my thoughts on what's happening in the Middle East. That's my thoughts on what we need to do in Ireland, and beware of the millions of migrants that are going to be flooding now into Europe. I think we should send, or Israel should open their borders and house all these migrants. The migrants going into the UK, or the powers that be, always tell the people in Britain, oh, well, you just need to accept all these refugees because no, we just were colonialists. We're just bombed all these countries in the Middle East. Well, the same should apply to Israel. Israel has been bombing, like, who have they been bombing? Iran recently, Iraq, maybe, I'm sure, Afghanistan. I know for a fact Syria, Lebanon. The amount of terror they've created. Maybe Israel should open up their borders. Why should Europe be taking all these people in? Israel should take them in. I don't know what you think in the live chat about that. Let me go to YouTube here. So why? Look, we've got a couple of clips here and a couple of articles to show you. That's going to be going on in Ireland. This one's about abortion in UCD. Let me see if I can get this clip here for you. Okay. Did you know you can get an abortion in UCD? Lefty UCD SU candidate reminds students that they can abort their babies on campus. Let's have a wee watch here.
You guys. So did you know that you can get an abortion in UCD? Hey guys, my name's Ava, and I'm running to be your next UCD SU welfare officer. One of my key manifesto points is that I want to disseminate information on health services already accessible to you in UCD. Did you know that a service offered here is the termination of pregnancy in UCD in the student health service? As your welfare officer, I'll be using my position to lobby against the 3-day wait. One of my key manifesto points is collecting this information and publishing it and then disseminating it amongst you guys so that you know exactly where to go before you need to. Did you know that you can get...
So they're promoting abortion now in our universities. For those of you who don't know, there's 11,000 babies aborted, murdered every single year in Ireland now. We were told during the abortion referendum that it would be safe, legal and rare. Well, there's nothing safe, legal and rare about it, is there? 11,000 babies. I know they're looking to expand abortion. There was a bill defeated narrowly in the Irish government in the Dáil recently where they wanted to bring abortion up to birth. These people will not stop. And we will always fight for the most vulnerable in our society, young, unborn Irish babies. What do you think in the live chat about them trying to bring in abortion into well, the abortion apparently is already in these universities, UCD. It's not they're trying to, it is already there. Gary says hello from Belfast, originally from Dunlow. Good man yourself. Yeah, it's all insanity, says Reno. Absolutely. Yeah, in Ireland now, 1 in 6 pregnancies end with an abortion. Okay. Let me see here. What else is everyone saying? Okay. Here's another interesting article. The Irish government now has routine deportation flights for families. These are rookie numbers. I want 63 deportation flights a week. Remigration to save the nation. And we see a article here. Chartered flights now routine, says Minister, as 63 South Africans deported. 54 adults and 9 children were flown from Ireland to South Africa on Saturday night. But the thing is, Ireland is bringing in, roughly give or take, in the past calendar year, there are 150,000 people a year. Now, 95% of them are here legally, not breaking any immigration or legal laws in Ireland. They're coming here legally. The elephant in the room is legal immigration, and we need to, talk about legal immigration. I keep banging the drum about this because people keep saying, oh, well, as long as you come here legally and you work hard. Really? When we get cheap foreign labour in Ireland, it drives down wages and in turn encourages young Irish men and women to leave to the likes of Australia. So cheap labour is not good for the Irish people. It's good for big business. That's what it's good for. Nigerians buy South African passports for €2,000 and then claim asylum that way. Really? Always a brilliant show, Niall. Thanks very much, Colin. Appreciate it. So let me see what else have we got in store for you here. Look, if you're new to the show, please subscribe or follow me no matter where you're watching. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. So we appreciate everyone tuning in on the Sunday evening. Would you try a live stream Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays at 8 p.m? But sometimes I'm very busy during the week and it's difficult for me. But I'll do my best. So make sure you subscribe. Cost you nothing to do so. And we upload videos every single day of the week. Interactions on the streets, videos, whatnot. So make sure you tune in. What have we got in store for you here? Check out actually our shop, the Irish Patriot Store, link in the bio to check out our shop. What have we got for you here? We've actually stocked some authentic Irish blackthorn shillelaghs delivered worldwide. Really, really nice shillelaghs. I'm trying to get a picture of one of them there. That's the head there. That's kind of what they look like there. I'm trying to get a decent picture here. That's them there, and that's some kind of a lot on there. So shillelagh delivered worldwide. What else have we got in stock for us here? We've got some really lovely ornaments too. Kind of Irish American ones for those of you who are interested. One of St. Patrick, the Irish harp, and the Celtic cross. We dispatch worldwide those as well. And what else we got? The Shield na Hairn Gaelic jersey. I'm wearing one myself. You can get yours delivered all over the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia. And we've got the logo on the sleeve as well. There we go. So the Shield na Hairn Gaelic jersey delivered worldwide. You get the Shield na Hairn logo here and the Celtic cross on this side. And then Irish Republic across the chest. So I'll link in the bio to our store. And by buying from our store, it's supporting our work and helping us continue to do the work we're doing. What else have we got here? St. Patrick's Faith and Heritage gift set. What have we got here? We've got all three flags. We've got the Irish Republic flag, the Erin go Bragh flag, the Irish tricolour. We've got the two prints, Prayer for Ireland's Freedom and St. Patrick print. We also got the Kevin Barry and Easter Lily badge. We got the rosary beads here. And we got a little booklet on how to say the rosary. And that's the print. And we got blessed St. Patrick's holy water from a beautiful holy well that was blessed by St. Patrick himself. Now, these St. Patrick heritage gift sets are available to dispatch right now. We dispatch worldwide. So get your orders in now while stocks last. Let's go back. All right, so another thing we just stocked here now is all four flags. So you can get the Irish tricolour, the Erin go Bragh flag, the Irish Republic, and the four provinces flag delivered worldwide, ready for dispatch. So get your orders in now. Link is in the bio. 4 beautiful flags at a very cheap price. The Shield and the Heron tie. The regatta jacket is very popular as well. The Shield and the Heron regatta jacket. The Irish language books as well. 3-in-1 delivered worldwide. And that's it. Oh, so you can become a member too of our political movement, Shield and the Heron. This is the membership pack you will receive in the post, no matter where you're living. This is the membership badge you will receive. You'll get a 2026 badge. If you join as a member, you get the Who We Are booklet to describe what we're all about. And you also get the 1916 framed proclamation. And last but not least, well, the second last thing is the Irish tricolour flag along with the membership badge. Sorry, the membership card. You can also join as a gold member, 2 membership tiers. Click the link in the bio. Join as member now. Okay. So welcome to the show, everybody. Please follow me if you're new to the show. Watching from Newry, says Siobhan. Thanks very much. Jojo Clark, good to see you. Sean Mack, good man yourself. Keep Productions, how are you doing? Brian, what about you? Hi from Leeds, he says. Drew Slit Irish brothers and sisters, says Brian Nichols. Good man, Brian, thanks for joining us. So look, let's keep it up. We've got a few more things to talk about. Let me see here. Now, I posted this interaction with a lady on the streets of, it's actually Donegal town. I spoke, this woman is a Jehovah's Witness. But I think it's quite an interesting interaction. Let me know in the live chat what you think of it.
Should 1.2 billion Africans be allowed to migrate to Ireland?
If there were no borders, wouldn't life be a lot better?
No.
You don't think so?
I think we should carry out mass deportations.
Oh, you'd get rid of an awful lot of people.
Oh, it would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
There wouldn't be many Irish people left.
No, well, there's millions and millions of Irish all over the world.
Yeah.
I think we should encourage them to come home, the right to return. We should have
They don't want to, do they?
Well, if they got free accommodation, social welfare, etc., like the migrants do when they come here, there's IPAS centres in Donegal town right now where the migrants are getting free housing, social welfare, everything. Well, it's not free, I'm paying for it, the Irish taxpayer. If we incentivise the Irish to come home, they'd come home in a heartbeat.
But you can understand, see, ones like my friend here, leaving Ukraine. Now they are working hard here. They are...
Most of them aren't. The war is in the east of Ukraine, a small part of Ukraine. 90% of the landmass is safe. Why do they have to come to Ireland?
Because they fled for their lives?
Well, why don't they flee west to the west of Ukraine where it's safe? Why do we have to pay for everything, their whole lifestyle?
I'm so sorry. Territory from Ukraine, not 10% have war.
Is Kiev safe right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
all Ukrainians have war.
Well, like, I can go to Ukraine right now. I can go into coffee shops. I can book a hotel. I can book Airbnbs in Ukraine. People in Ukraine are going home on holiday. Did you go home for Christmas?
Wherever you are this St. Patrick's Day, you're...
So let me know in the live chat what you think of that interaction. There's more to that. I might release another part of that interview in the next coming days. An Englishwoman telling the Irish that they need to have open borders. My God. Yeah, to fled to Ireland for free housing, free cars and free welfare. I know. Sheen McLaughlin says, how's the farm, Niall? Not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Save Ireland, greetings from Puerto Rico. Interesting, right? She's woke. What happened to her? I don't know. You tell me. Thoughts on Fulcara recently, Niall? What exactly about Fulcara? St. Patrick was Welsh. I always hear this from the lefties. Oh my God. Michelle Louise says Irish are most welcome here in Australia. St. Patrick was Welsh, so open your borders to third world Africans. Let's see what else we got here for you. This was a good interaction with the lady I had on the streets, an actual Mayo woman on the streets of Letterkenny. Very good interaction indeed.
You're doing amazing. I keep fucking torturing them.
I'm doing my best.
Some of the dickheads that's in this town is unbelievable.
Where are you from yourself?
We're from Burnfoot. Well, I'm from Mayo, but we're
Right,
living
okay.
in Burnfoot.
You had the Donegal game, were you?
I was.
What top did you have the Mayo top on
Of
you?
course I had. I'm well used to it now. Just getting bait with the nonsense.
Well, I'm campaigning to stop abortion in Donegal, Ireland at the minute, trying to raise awareness.
Your petition for
Oh, yeah.
mosques and all that crack, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to raise awareness about what's happening, you know.
Do you know what I read today? And I only read it off quick. I think one of the unionists has delayed the trial of the puberty blocker, and
All right.
Michelle O'Neill is going off her head.
Oh,
They are disgraced.
they're unbelievable.
They really are.
They support all the agendas: climate change, abortion, LGBT, immigration. They're a globalist party, Sinn
All the
Féin.
times we're living in.
We really are.
You're such a brave young man. Fair play to you, and you're representing us. You really, really are.
The voice for the unvoiced, or voice for the voiceless.
That's right.
Yes.
And fair play. It's lovely to see a young man, you know, with a sound mind.
Thanks
There's
very
not
much.
too many of them around.
No, we need more people to stand up, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And well done.
Thanks very much.
All right. We'll
Appreciate
keep an eye out for you.
God bless. Bye. Bye.
Wherever you are this St. Patrick's Day, your Irish heritage.
So that was a nice lady on the streets of Letterkenny. Good stuff. Really nice woman. Good to speak to her. Might see her again, hopefully. It's nice to speak to people who are like-minded, you know yourself. Denise O'Sullivan, a good Fenian name. Greetings from Virginia, United States of America. My family lives in Kenmere. Good stuff. Welcome on the show. Make sure you're following us. Freddie says Martin McGuinness pushed to get a mosque built. Doesn't surprise me there. Keep up the good work, says McFadden. Good man, thanks very much. Where are we going now? Back to YouTube here. Vincent says, was that a paid one? No, definitely wasn't a paid one. Believe it or not, I do get some people that do agree with me and do support what I'm doing. Believe it or not. So I've quite a lot of them interactions. Believe it or not, there's a lot of those positive interactions that I don't post. Now here's another so-called another one that I paid for.
Mosque being built in Donegal.
No problem.
Would you sign a petition to stop a mosque being built in Donegal?
No problem.
Fourth mosque. That's in Letterkenny. There's only a flyer, but I'm trying to raise awareness. I find the Irish are very apathetic to what's going on. I was just chatting to that man. They're like, "Oh well, sure, it's happening everywhere. What can we do?"
So what they do is something is getting out.
Shout out troll, eh?
It's absolutely horrendous.
Where are you from?
Mead.
Dundee, right? Okay.
Yeah. Just there for the weekends, you know. So.
But it's fucking out of control. Like Letterkenny's the biggest town in Donegal, and it's the fourth mosque being built now.
I heard that. And see, Drogheda.
Oh fuck, Drogheda's overrun.
I'm only a couple of miles from Drogheda, right? I more or less grew up around that town, and it's absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
People need to really waken up. We're losing our country in real time.
Exactly.
This is like worse than Cromwellian times. This is like, man, people are like, oh well, sure, what can we do? You know, live and let live.
Yeah. See, basically, it's all selfishness now, you know what I mean? People just care about themselves.
Aye.
Now, you know, that's the way it is.
Just-
See you on TikTok.
Oh, do you?
I'll follow you on TikTok.
Good man, I see you there. Have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.
Good work, right?
Thanks, man. Good man. See you there.
A new legacy.
Oh, please tell me that audio was playing, was it? I don't know, my mic was muted. Hopefully you could hear me. So another good picture on the streets of, that was Donegal town again. So someone said, where did I see the comment? When are you going to stream with Michael McCarthy, says Conan87. Look, he has the offer there to come on the stream. He has agreed to come on my show for an interview. but just we're trying to coordinate. I've spoken to him a good few times back and forward through private communication. Nice man, Azar Michael. Brilliant video. See, that just shows you what one man can do, the impact that he can have. Like he doesn't do, I suppose, street action like I do. I know it's not for everybody, but he does really fantastic, short videos explaining things, for the layman. And he's doing really, really good work, brilliant videos. And again, shows you what one person can do, the reach that one person can be doing, or the reach one person can get, and not a huge space of time. It's huge following on Instagram, Facebook, been doing it a lot. No, been doing it a lot less time than me, but because of the really good quality videos he gets and he makes, he's got a big following. Just goes to show. So I'm trying to get him on, and hopefully we can arrange something soon. So that's the crack, everybody. I follow you and we support your efforts in Ireland, says Denise. Thanks very much. So look, good to see everybody in the live chat. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Niall McConnell from Castlefin, County Donegal. So look, if you want to support our work, you can go to our shop. Link is in the description. There's all sorts of wonderful things there for you. We've got the shillelagh sticks now, authentic blackthorn, dispatched worldwide. The Irish American ornaments, the St. Patrick's Faith bundle, the Shield and Heron Gaelic jersey. You can get that, the one I'm wearing now, dispatched worldwide. The Shield and Heron regatta jacket, the tie, all 4 flags. Check out our shop. Support our work if you buy from the shop. Look, I'm going to leave it there. I must go and do a bit of work now before bedtime. Thanks so much for tuning in. Share these videos also with your friends and family. Put them on your social media platforms. And we'll see you all again soon. God bless us all. Aaron Gobra.